I assure you, I exist. It's time for the third Doors devlog, where I'll be doing the furniture and movement today. I've already done the movement, but I want to explain it in better detail than I have in previous devlogs. For the furniture, this includes drawers, tables, couches, and everything else that goes in rooms, including items in these. So while I was away, I've been reading all the comments, and from the many kind messages and suggestions, I've added what I think is better than what I did. Alright, so about the sneaking, I finally want to describe it and how it works. So once again, it was basically just lowering the sneak height, but since I no longer need an animation, I removed the bottom shulker box. So supposedly if I jump, there's a little issue here. So I've done a bit of polishing now to it, so now only one spawns, and also just a few quality of life changes. So how it works is it detects whether you are sneaking or not via a predicate, then it will apply some effects to you and also summon the shulkers above you, and then if you jump, it will unsneak for you. Wait, I said I was gonna do furniture, right? Well, I got a bit distracted. A tiny bit distracted. Yep, I went and modeled Screech instead because I just felt like it. I guess the reason why I wanted to do Screech so badly was because there were a lot of videos of different YouTubers modeling Doors entities and putting them in Minecraft. Although out of all the entities that were there, I felt like Screech really wasn't ever done very well. So I wanted to spite them and make my own version that was pretty good. Something that I would not spend a few hours on just to make a upload schedule. Originally for Devlog 3, I was going to do the inventory system, which included the entire HUD on the bottom and the health bar. Although while telling Soffle about this, they had apparently already done something like this, and yeah, they wanted to do it, and I was more than happy to let them do it because I honestly had no idea how to do this. So while I was away, they actually released the new animated Java update. So that made everything really, really smooth. And it has passed all my expectations and the sneak peeks they released. It is just absolutely amazing. It has so many amazing features that can be used for map making. For the first time, there is no longer the arms disconnecting while it's moving. That is absolutely amazing. Wow. If you don't remember last devlog, I showed a really freaky model that I've been working on. And yeah, this was Screech. I thought it was going to turn out pretty good because, you know, Minecraft-like beveled edges, mostly a square, but in reality, I'd be more scared to see this than like, I don't know, something really creepy. So then I guess I decided to go a bit over the top and then make a literal circle for Screech. But you might be wondering, how did I go and do this in Blockbench? Blockbench models only allow you to rotate on one axis. Well, the solution was make a generic model of it and then unrotate it.
Oh my god, bro.
Now it honestly looks super bad, but actually no, you'd be right. This really does look absolutely horrible. But something that you can do with animation is rotate it on two different axes. So as the starting frame for each of these animations, it rotates everything into where it should go. I have not seen it that way. That is so cool, but I hate it. Well, I mean, yeah, it did work in-game really well, and thanks to Animated Java 1.0, it is now incredibly smooth and will easily teleport to the player without losing one of its 79 different models. I kid you not, Screech has 79 models. Well, I thought it was 79. Anyways, back to making furniture. It was honestly an extremely simple method. All I did was model how I thought the table would look, and then literally drag and drop vanilla textures onto it, and the result is actually really good. These turn out really nice. Oh, I was close. I'm kind of noticing a bit of a trend here. Hang on. So yeah, you may not notice that after all this time I've been gone, not that much has been done. I've only done 4 models. The good news is 3 more people have joined our development group. So we have the bookshelf, which can also be changed. And then finally, the closet. Now, this is not currently finished, and the minecart that you ride in isn't quite in the right place, but it is 90% functional. You might be thinking that we use shift since, you know, it's a minecart, but no, Cubic went above and beyond with this one. You can press any of the movement keys to exit this. Finally, there is one last thing that I have to show you that was made. The drawers have been added to doors. Now, of course, there is one problem with these drawers in that there's nothing in them. So next, I also created models for each one of these. Yeah, I know something's a bit amiss. Don't worry, I just had to rotate it. Now it's all good. So my first intention was to use one interaction for each of these. It would be pretty simple to just make them open and close, but I felt like there was something a bit missing. So instead, I just created one big hitbox for the entire thing. Now this would be pretty convoluted to go and program, since you would probably need to, like, I don't know, raycast to whatever drawer you're looking at, but instead I wanted something a bit simpler because if one of the top drawers was open, but you wanted to open one of the bottom ones, a raycast method wouldn't really work too well. So instead, I went about this distance and I measured my Y rotation from the top to the bottom. And I figured out each drawer should get 7 degrees of highlight time. So after a small bit of time programming, I have managed to make a little function that updates your Y rotation. And now, whenever you're at a certain spot, it will now update. And if you go too high or too low, and if you back up, also gone. So you probably also noticed that the highlight is for the entire drawer, not just like the knob or the front. Basically, I just removed the other parts of it. I mean, you can now still see it through walls, but yeah, that's basically the entire size of it. So next I want to do something very similar to what I'd done for the lock, where there's this thing, and also the herb. I don't know why the model's not there, but again, here it is on screen. So basically for this, it would change levels depending on which drawer is glowing. So that was extremely simple. And now I have it so that if there's a drawer that you haven't looted, there's going to be a question mark. And for drawers that you have looted, there will not be a question mark, showing that they have in fact been looted. This is done by a simple tag controller to show what model for this indicator to show. So because of it telling me which drawer is open via a tag, I can now make it open the nearest drawer that corresponds to it. Right click it the first time, it will open. Right click it another time, it will close. Very simple because the way I'm doing right click detection, it will only detect right click once. Yeah, gonna work probably. Alright, I think that's a bit better. So now if I right click, alright, great, it opens. So now if I click again, well, let's see what the error is. Alright, take 2. Again. Can you, like, open anything? Alright, so now when it opens, it sets it to 2. So it makes sure, okay, I know when it opens when it's at 2, so it only opens once. And now, when it's at 1, it sets it to 3, which means, oh, I gotta close it but not open it. And yeah, great. All of them seem to work mighty fine now. That is honestly great. Oh, there is still one problem with this. So, if I'm looking down here and I go a little bit farther back and I start right-clicking, nothing happens because technically I'm not clicking the interaction. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool if the interaction was 2 blocks long? But when I changed that, it changed in every direction. So if there were 2 drawers side by side, they would be colliding and it would cause a lot of problems. So if I want to do something like this, I would need to add 2 interactions. Alright, that actually really was super easy to do. Now it's a lot lower as well. So in case there's something around here, you could still click without it being impeded by an interaction that was right here. So yeah, now if I go to this bottom one and click this, it opens fine. So now I need items to be implemented. If there's an item, it's going to tell you to left click instead. If there's no item, nothing happens. Really? This shouldn't be too hard.
1 week later.
So using a weight that looks like this, with slight modifications, it will now generate stuff. So for coins, there's a lot of different coins that can appear in game. So now there are coins ranging from 1 coin, 10 coins, 25 coins, 50 coins, and the coveted 100 coins. Alright, so now among 260 items dropped every time it tries to generate a single item, it's been done. So now supposedly when I type this command in, it should go and generate loot. So as you can see, there are now 3 more lines showing that there's some display. So checking this drawer. Alright, bit of gold. You can also see now that there's an exclamation mark showing that there's something. Okay, nothing in this drawer, there's no exclamation mark. Alright, half decent. 50 gold. That's 25, my bad. Alright, let's see what's in this one. I don't think candles are supposed to spawn in here. Let's just see what else is in there. I think a bit of tweaking is gonna be done. Turns out, made a typo. It is supposed to be 5 coins. So now for collecting, when you left click, it will go and give you the item. Alright, let's give this a try. Alright, and we click. Alright, so now let me test if it's even detecting right click. If it's even detecting left clicks in the first place. Maybe? Oh. It does seem to be detecting them, but it doesn't seem to be working. Alright, let's try this again. So we open this one. Okay, nothing. Alright, gold. So if we left click, that's it. Oh, that was actually really easy to do. So it seems I can open and collect this stuff just fine. I think it's because there are 2. Anyways, if I try collecting from down here, it doesn't work. So it's been the longest time, and this small interaction box down here doesn't seem to be detecting anything. I can basically see a meme off of this.
This is functional, right? Yes. This should work too, right? Yes. It does the same thing, and so it should work. Makes sense to me. Then why doesn't it work? You forgot at fool.
Alright, laugh at me all you want, but the issue was the entire time it was targeting 0, 0, 0. Yeah, right over there. That's where it was targeting. But yeah, that's more than 4 blocks distance, so it's not gonna notice any of this. So now it functions. I'm able to grab stuff from the drawers. So that about finishes off Devlog 3. Quick announcement before I go. I now have a Discord. It is in the description and also on screen. So I've created a nice chill Discord for your command block needs and also to showcase your creations and talk Minecraft stuff in general.